Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. This is your host for Veterans Onward to Prosperity. I am Master Sergeant Retired Anna Maria Bliven. And today's episode is going to be really, really cool. How many of you have ever wondered what it was like to drive inside a racing car? You heard me. You're the driver of an Indianapolis 500 or Daytona Beach 500. You're the racing car driver. How exciting is that? Well, today's episode is all about the making of a simulator and the story behind that, and you get to see a demonstration too. Remember, this month of June is Mission Fun and Games Possible, and so we are definitely going to have some fun with this episode. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Julia Romaldi. Please come join us on the Disability Channel. Please stay tuned, we have amazing guests.
Welcome back. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to share with everybody about the racing car simulation. Brian Hannaford is on the phone and Mike Moran is in the virtual studio with us. So Brian, can you tell the audience, first of all, how did this all come about?
I was in a car accident in 1980, and at the time I was state junior Olympic mile champion, and had a lot of God-given gifts that I took for granted, and I didn't realize how fortunate I was going through life effortlessly, and until I had the God-given gift taken away from me. And as a result of a traumatic brain injury, I had to learn to walk and talk and chew gum at the same time. And 40 years later, it happened again. I just recently had brain surgery, and I struggled to put two words together, two sentences to four paragraphs. And this guidance simulator that I came up with, I worked with Dave Thomas Super Wheel, and we developed a gaming wheel for people with disabilities that had no function in their lower body to use the standard foot pedal. That says, that we all come to learn and come to, develop opportunities and choose the path of life that, somehow got taken away from us. So this gaming wheel was a shortcut that got rid of the 40 years of being a prisoner on my own mind and trying to answer the questions that didn't have answers, like why me, and the typical stuff that people go through and wonder what they could have done different, and
when you said, let's get out of our own way, because we really, in dealing with life's upside down moments, we get in our own way and we stay stuck.
Yeah, and I get a guy here, wish that could be on film, but he can talk about the benefits that he enjoyed from the gaming wheel and how the gaming wheel helped him out. And I would be pleased to introduce Alan Copeland.
Hello. Yes, my name's Alan. Good part of my life, I was always racing, whether it was cars, motorcycles, but I was always on the track. In 2016, I was in a motorcycle accident that left me paralyzed from the chest down, and from the chest up, I had multiple broken bones. So rehabilitation for the hospital for 5 months, rehab for another 5. And what Brian said about being in your own head, I was there. I pulled the why me. Thought of suicide more than once. I hate to say it, but I did. And just by chance, we happened to find in 2017, 2018, we found some info about Brian and the gaming wheel. And I met with Brian 2018, and I used the wheel and realized how easy it was adjusting your brain from using your hands instead of your legs. And next thing you know, I was able to get in a car, and I was able to drive the car a little bit. And the last 8 months, I'm actually driving myself. I drive my van around with the exact same control setup that the gaming wheel has.
And before you did this, you really didn't know you could do this.
I honestly didn't think I would be driving again. It's just a whole coordination. 40 years you're using your left foot and your right foot, and it just came to me so easy. I got behind the wheel and I just drove in a parking lot, and then 5 minutes later I was on the highway.
That is so cool. That is so cool. Well, we're going to continue this conversation, and we're going to also be introduced to Mike Moran, who's in our virtual studio. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Unstoppable Tracy with the Disability Channel, inviting you to subscribe and watch live on Roku TV, on YouTube, on Restream, and also listen in Wisconsin Radio, Dave Stevens, all around the world. And on top of all of this, really proud to announce that we now also have a mobile app. So you can download for free, watch Roku TV for free, and the mobile app is free too from Google Drive. Be sure to download it and have it at your fingertips at all times. There's a job platform, and there's a live chat feature, and there's the TV feature with Roku TV, and there's also the social media channels. Take care, folks. Bye for now.
Welcome back to Veterans Onward to Prosperity. I'm your host, Master Sergeant Retired Anna Maria Bliven, and I am privileged today to have with me Brian Hannaford, the president and founder of Accessible Racing, We also heard a testimony of somebody who was able to use this, I guess they call it the gaming wheel, right, Mike?
A virtual gaming wheel, yes.
A virtual gaming wheel. Okay. So you're going to tell us a little bit about more of that.
Sure. Yeah. When Brian thought this up, iRacing was coming along. It's the same program that the NASCAR guys, the IndyCar guys use to test the tracks before they go. So now we have the luxury, courtesy of Brian's idea, to do this in our homes now. And as Alan stated before, let alone it's fun, it helps you learn to drive again when you have to. You know, we, like Alan mentioned, we used to use our left foot and our right foot to go. Now we're using our left hand and right hand to go. So it's just a different process. We have to learn muscle memory again. And this gaming wheel definitely assists you in that process.
Can you demonstrate?
By all means, yeah. I don't know if Lewis can bring up the screen camera. We can do a lap at Lime Rock in Connecticut.
Cool.
All right, here we go. I'm in Audi R8 at Lime Rock in Connecticut. I'm doing the classic course, so I can go over the hill and I may flip the car. We'll see.
Okay. Let's talk some more.
Well, I crashed my car too much that I have to go back to the garage.
Okay. I was going to ask for a pit stop.
Yeah, exactly. We head back to the pits, just hit the space bar, and everything's fixed again. So it's a fantastic tool. It's fun. The benefits are unbelievable. My blood's flowing again from just doing that. So sure. I would like to see anybody who has, even able-bodied folks, to try this. It's a challenge for sure.
It's not as easy as it looks, right?
A little bit of practice, for sure.
Sure. But then, like Alan said, and I appreciate your testimony, Alan. Thank you for sharing that. If you didn't think that you could ever drive again, and you get your confidence back, you get your skill, you got your confidence, and now you're back into the mainstream of being able to do more things than you actually thought you could.
Right. We're always looking for independence, and this definitely helps you achieve that. It's like Alan said, oh, he's been driving. Like, I didn't think I could do this. And unfortunately, we set mental obstacles that we don't know we do with them until you come to that block. And the driving experience definitely helps you get through that, because it takes away that fear. Now you get an idea of what to expect. Now you go out there and use this in the real world, and it's awesome.
Well, we're going to be continuing this conversation after these messages.
Hey everybody, join us for the Smash Party, nationwide Smash Party, to smash out all of our stress, the stress that has been accumulating for over the COVID-19 pandemic. Get it all out. Smash out that frustration, that disappointment, that anger. Get it all out. 15 minutes of smashing, and then we be calm. Breathe. Just breathe and relax. 15 minutes of smashing, 15 minutes of meditation. Feel like a new person.
Mike Merwin here, U.S. Navy retired submarine officer turned entrepreneur. I turned my hobby of 25 plus years making beef jerky into a thriving small business. Made in small batches with only high quality ingredients, it's not good, it's crazy good. A portion of all proceeds helps save military lives. Order now on www.crazymikesjerky.com using code CB10 for 10% off.
And welcome back. We have heard from Alan and from Brian, and we have the privilege of having Mike Moran in our virtual studio, who just demonstrated what it's like to use the gaming wheel. What track was that? Wasn't Indianapolis 500. That was
Lime Rock, short track in Connecticut. It's a road course. But yeah, and you can, with this iRacing platform, you can download any track, Le Mans, Indy, Daytona, even the Chili Bowl, and run a dirt modified there. You name it, you could do it. It's kind of endless. And if you're into racing, it's your mecca.
So how many of these simulators do you have?
Currently, we have 3. Brian, after his brainchild, he got with Dave. Brian, what's Dave's last name? Made the wheels?
Dave Thomas.
Yeah, Dave.
He doesn't make hamburgers.
Okay. Brian got with Dave to make the wheels, and now we have them, and we have 3 of them. We're looking to get into 3 VAs here in New England. One in West Roxbury, Mass. One in Brockton, Mass. Then one up in White River Junction, Vermont, VA. So with the idea of using these as simulators for people to get the idea how to drive, but also to use them in the e-gaming world, trying to set up a racing series between the VAs. With Brian's idea, having one of these in each one of the spinal cord units across the country, and start a driving series through that. And the ripple effect of something like that will be huge. One person sees it, and they're like, wow, I got to get one of them. Well, that looks fun. So it's a great platform to start to show Brian's ideas.
Right. And have friendly competition, right?
Oh, for sure.
You got to have that.
Yeah.
That just adds to the fun.
You're right. And with this, you can set up a whole team where you have spotters, crew, everything. So let alone, it's not just you, your buddies can get together, sponsorships, the whole, it's a real deal when you get to the virtual world. The possibilities are endless. And if we get like the VA, with our wheelchair clinic coming up, we have a lot of folks that are going and aren't going, but they offer the e-gaming if they're not going. So this, I think, is a perfect fit down the road for something like that. And the 2 of them need to come together. They need to be together for sure.
I think so. And for a lot of the reasons that you said, that Alan said, and that Brian was explaining as well, this is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I salute you guys.
Right back at you.
Thank you so much for, ingenuity is really cool.
Pardon me?
Ingenuity.
Oh, yes.
Necessity is the mother of all invention, right?
For sure. And like Brian said, we don't think sometimes like the woe is me sets in. Oh, I can't do anything. You'd be surprised what you can accomplish. You're just, unfortunately, we do this to ourselves. We set ourselves, we stifle ourselves. This is great progression because this leads to other things. This opens so many doors, and to meet more people. What's wrong with that, right?
Well, I got to meet you, and I got to meet Brian, and thanks, Alan, for also chiming in with your experience. And I hope that everybody that's been listening understands that the entire episode has all been about moving forward.
Sure.
Okay, so we're moving forward in a grace car today, but we're moving forward. That's why it's called Veterans Onward to Prosperity. Onward to Prosperity.
For sure.
That the opposite of that is being stuck.
Right. And it happens, unfortunately. And that's why we have other people. Sometimes we don't see it, and hopefully someone who does, they can give you a little constructive criticism and help you move along a little bit. And sometimes we need that.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we're kind of used to that in the military, right?
Yeah.
On the spot correction.
Yep. For sure.
Correction course, man, we were brought up with all of that.
Tough love.
Tough love. Absolutely. So, guys, I hope that this episode has been inspirational to you. Now, how are they going to get in touch with you guys if they want more information, possibly even want the wheel?
Yeah, accessibleracing.org is where Brian has all the things he's involved with. His actual physical adaptive race car that we get to go in and drive. There's links to that. There's videos there. So all the information is pretty much available from his webpage.
Well, I'm a little jealous coming from the Madison VA. We don't have that here yet. Hopefully someday we will.
Hey, we'd love to get you one, that's for sure.
Okay. Well, I thank you all for being on this episode, and we're going to wrap things up right after these messages.
All about inclusion and really giving everyone a fair say.
Welcome to the Today Show. This is our flagship show. I am Unstoppable Tracy.
I am Zach Damon.
It is a pleasure to be here. I am excited. What is up?
We have a great show today.
Jay Stoyan here for the Disability Channel, the world's only inclusive channel for and by persons with disabilities.
Get ready to be inspired, everyone.
We have people watching from all over the world, but also all over Ontario.
We also take a concerted attention in the veterans community.
In moments of stress and trauma, we can get a hold of ourselves.
To help make a difference for people with disabilities, to show people how to love themselves or their disability.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys having me, giving this platform for myself and other people with disabilities.
Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this episode of the Disability Channel Detroit. Please tune in next time.
Guys, this episode was all about fun and games inside the simulator of a racing car. Last week, we talked about fishing for freedom, so don't forget about the fishing for freedom. But another fun situation that we've got lined up is the Smash Party. Let's not forget about the Smash Party coming up July 2nd. That's a Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time. Whatever time zone you're in outside of Central Time, do your Central Time conversion, if you will. But more importantly, during this Smash Party, which is a live online event, we are going to gather as a group. And let me tell you, all of the stress that we have endured, especially during the pandemic of 2020, we can get out in 15 minutes. But then what is the difference of other Smash type of experience is the fact that we will then be calm for 15 minutes. So psychologically, and Dr. Tim Wiles explained to us why this works like this. But our adrenaline is flowing after smashing, but then it calms down in the meditation. So with the combination of that, when we're all finished with that 30 minutes, we have a brand new lease on life. We'll be feeling refreshed. Our minds will be totally, I won't say cleansed, but you'll be able to think a little bit more clearly. After you get it all out and you meditate, you'll be a brand new person. At the same time, we are doing a fundraiser to end homelessness. What could be more stressful than not knowing where you're going to sleep, how you're going to shower, where you're going to eat? If you'll ever be able to see your family again. I've come across a lot of families now that are homeless that are telling me stories about how they got separated. That's horrible, guys. Let's work together to end homelessness, especially for veterans. So join us on the Smash Party on July 2nd. We're asking for a minimum of $20 donation to register. The information for registering is the bottom of the screen. So join us July 2nd for the Smash Party. Next week, we're going to continue to talk about fun and games. And you don't want to miss it. I will keep that a surprise because it just gets even more exciting as we get past all of what we're doing and we get into more fun and games, especially with next episode, okay? Until then, this is Master Sergeant Retired Anna Maria Bliven reminding you, be the best you can be.